All right, y'all. I heard a lot of people screaming the man name, pause, but you get what I'm saying. JuJu Smith-Schuster, do you want him on a team? We going to talk about it, but I'm going to tell you right now, my answer is no, and I will tell you why. And also, Alex Singleton has been signed to another team. It's two players that got to step up. Let's get into it, y'all. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fine stepping and I'm flexing. Fine stepping and I'm flexing. Grab a rapper for his rollie. Couple bricks on the necklace. Fine stepping and I'm flexing. Fine stepping and I'm flexing. Bunch of niggas in the van with me. Bunch of weapons in the section.
Yo, that man, you know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. the General Hill reporting for duty. Listen, man, if you haven't done it, if you haven't, I appreciate it in advance. On the road to 4K, if you can just hit that sub button right down there, I appreciate it in advance. And also, man, it's a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor. And last but not least, it's the most important. Gotta hit the like for your boy, man. You hit the like, I get pushed out there. You know, this thing start metro booming. You already know what we get into. Fresh fact of the day. Fresh fact of the day is people hate the truth. Hate sound like the truth to people that hate the truth. Meaning, it is some people that hate and some people that downfall even when you do good. But there are some people that genuinely telling you, listen, don't do it this way, I did it this way, and it ain't gonna work out for you, yada, yada, yada. It might not work out for you. Trying to give you insight. And it's a such thing as constructive criticism. And some people, they just can't take it. They think that you hating, oh, no, it ain't work for him, so he don't want to see it work for me. No, he does want to see it work for you. Or she does want to see it work for you. But she don't want you to, or he don't want you to take the path that they took and find himself in the position that they was. So sometimes, man, it is constructive criticism, but sometimes people are hating. That's your job to figure out which is what. All right. So y'all seen what I said at the beginning. Oh yeah, man. Once again, my man Eemontago, man, lighting the streets on fire. Right now, my favorite track is probably a Big Step. That's my joint right now. Go check it out, man. The link will be in the bio. All right, JuJu Smith-Schuster. To me, he's not the fit, and I'm not even just saying on the field, I mean off the field. When you got a young core of wide receivers and no veterans at all. No veterans. Who knows if they even bring Greg Ward back? So your oldest wide receiver is going to be what? Rhaegar? That's going to be your oldest wide receiver. So these are guys that can easily be manipulated. I know guys got their own mind. I get it. I understand it. But if you bring a guy into the locker room that's going to be an older guy, these young guys are going to look and see how he moves. Now, you make your own decision on how you want to move too, but do you want that in the locker room? Do you want a guy that rather be on TikTok than rather be at practice? Do you want that kind of guy? You know what I mean? And then let's get on the field. Let's look at the stats. So these 2 years, this when Antonio Brown was here, I thought that his rookie year, had 58 receptions, almost 1,000 yards, 917 yards. He had seven touchdowns. The next year, this when he took off. Antonio Brown still there. He had 111 receptions, almost 1,500 yards and seven touchdowns. But then when Antonio Brown leaves in 2019, 42 receptions. 2000, he had 97 receptions, but he had 800 yards. So a lot of them was dink and dunk. And last year, we know he was hurt, so we not even going to get into those stats. So you seen a downhill when he had to be the number one guy. And I'm not saying he's going to be the number one guy because I do think Devontae Smith is going to be the number one guy. But is he better than JuJu Smith right now? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves. Is the ceiling higher? You're damn straight. But we're talking about just right now. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, a player can take that jump in the second year, and I think that he's going to be able to do that, especially if Jalen Hurts takes the jump with him. It's going to be a crazy dynamic duo. But to me, I'm not in on it. If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm trying to find a way to get a guy like Julio Jones. That's who I want. That's who I would try to go for. He is a class personified, and he is a guy that you want your wide receivers to go to look at and be in the locker room with this guy. And not only that, he's the Alabama dude. He the one that started all this Alabama wide receiver frenzy right now. For real, when you look at it, nobody came out of Alabama like Julio Jones at the wide receiver position, and now they coming down. They keep coming. Pause. Damn, that sounds crazy. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So to me, I would have to go after Julio Jones. Last year, I said Golden Tate. Everybody laughed me out of YouTube. Everybody thought but I think that you could have used the Golden Tate last year. Now we see now. I think Golden Tate would have been better than Raygard. Answer that. All right, so Alex Singleton, like what he brought to the table last year, thought he stepped up, thought he was better than the other linebacker. Can't even remember his name right now, but he's gone there, leading tackler for the Philadelphia Eagles. Right? Somebody is going to have to step up, and you have two guys. Let's not forget 2 years ago, we drafted 2 linebackers. 2 of them. One in the 3rd, one in the 5th. And then this guy Taylor and this guy Bradley has to step up. This is their year because you don't really have to worry about rushing them anymore. You don't really have to because of you having Hassan Reddick. So if you're going to play the 3 linebacker technique, you already have a guy that's going to go after the passer. You have that guy. So with Bradley's technique and with Taylor's speed, you can find a mix to have a good trio at linebacker. I know a lot of people, they want linebacker, they want to draft a linebacker, yada yada yada. I still have some type of faith, if that's what you want to call it, in Bradley and Taylor. Or Taylor. I think either one of them or not both of them are going to do something at least this year and show us something. If I had to vote, if I had to take one, it'll probably be Taylor. Because of the speed and the athleticism that he has, and these are things that you can't teach. The other things you can teach, and I did see that he was getting better until he got hurt. So, if you got Taylor, I'm not saying you don't have to draft a linebacker. I'm not saying that you don't have to try to find another linebacker. I get it, I understand it. But I do think these two are serviceable, and we've seen that the defense did change when they started playing more. When they started playing more, and they benched the other guy, man, I can't keep forgetting the kid's name, man. He was so bad last year, and they benched him. And Alex Singleton started playing, and other dudes, you seen it being so different. And I forgot all about the guy from the Vikings that we got. He was so freaking horrible. He couldn't even last 3 games for us. So I think if those kids would have started at the beginning of the season, maybe things would have been a little bit different. You get what I'm saying? But I like these 2 kids. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Seriously. Oh, yeah, if you want to get the merch, if you're still here, the link will be in the description, man. You see the shirt, man. Philly fresh all day. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.